Thank you for tuning in to the Student Organization Summit. Make sure to follow us on social media and check out the many other videos on this channel about working with and advising student organizations. And now, please enjoy your workshop.
Hi everyone, welcome to our session on collaborative conversations, encourage collaboration amongst student organizations. This is a program that we developed at UCI through the Office of UCI, Office of Campus Organizations and Volunteer Programs. And it's something that we developed to help organizations meet each other, network, and collaborate. So my name is Selina Bustios. I'm the program coordinator in the Office of Campus Organizations and Volunteer Programs at UC Irvine.
And my name is Angie Keem. I'm the assistant director here at Campus Orgs and Volunteer Programs.
So today we'll be going over the institution statistics, then we'll describe the event details and the structure of the event. We'll provide an example of a past event that we've done, and then we'll have a live Q&A session that you can join in on after viewing this presentation.
So here at UC Irvine, we are a large research institution with over 37,000 students, predominantly undergraduate students. Our institution is an HSI, Hispanic Serving Institution, and an ANAPISI, Asian American Serving Institution. And with a large population of students, we do have over 650 student organizations, which range from a variety of 15 organization categories. And so with so many different organizations across so many different categories, we felt that it was necessary to have programming that provides them the opportunity to have peer-to-peer learning, which allows them to network with each other, crowdsource ideas, and find ways that they can collaborate on potential events and activities to one another. So we thought about this event called Collaborative Conversation Series as a place to create space, specifically to connect the organization and facilitate that opportunity. And so we host this once a quarter, but we encourage folks to do it more if they have the capacity to do that. And in the past, we've had topics such as new collaborations and networking, which is something we want to encourage our student orgs to kickstart their year with connecting with similar organizations like them, membership recruitment, membership retention, and then especially with transitioning to a virtual environment, we did a special collaborative conversations about how different organizations are trying to support their members and their activities in a virtual setting.
So the program structure of this event is we usually start off with an introduction to the staff and student staff who are participating, and then explain our department resources. A lot of the organizations on our campus may not have heard of our department or know exactly what we do. So we give a brief introduction on how we are helpful to them. And then we'll overview the topic. So either a professional staff member will give an introduction to the information, depending on the topic of choice, or we'll invite a guest speaker. We've had in the past, we've invited sorority and fraternity life to do a brief overview and participate in our collaborative conversations, or inviting a organization that has done well in whatever topic area of the event that we're doing. So we start off with that, and then we will go into roundtable discussions, or right now in a virtual environment, it's breakout rooms. And the way that we do this is we pose a question to the group before letting them go into the breakout rooms. And depending on how many students you have in a group is really going to depend on how long the first, second, third breakout rooms are. But you pose the question, put it in the chat, and then give them 5 to 10 minutes to discuss. And then we bring them back to the large group, and we have a few volunteers share about what they learned or something they have experienced or done in their own organizations. Then we'll move into a different question. So we'll pose another question to the group. We'll keep them in their same assigned breakout rooms or round table so that they're continuing to learn more and more about the same organizations that they're paired with. And then again, we'll bring them back into the large room, and they'll again share their experiences, share what they learned from another org member, or share sometimes challenges that they're also facing. And then we'll move in to the third breakout room, same format, and then bring it back to the large group. Sometimes we will have additional information that we add in at the end of the presentation. Usually it's upcoming events, and then a Q&A session. We've done also a live demo session on our platform, which we use as campus groups. So there's different ways that you can end the session, but those are the ways that we've done it in the past.
So we're going to feature one of the events that we've done, and this one we've actually done in person. So the focus was member retention. And so we started off with that session with introductions and our office's department resources. So we talked a little bit more about our advising sessions and just other resources students can take advantage of, and understanding what we have to offer. And then we brought our Society of Hispanic Professional Engineers, one of our student organizations, and we picked them to join us because they had previously won the Member Retention Program of the Year award in our award ceremony on campus. So we asked them to create a very quick presentation about their retention strategy. So they provided a very thorough, very easy to follow presentation, which focused a lot on member highlights, membership programs, and utilizing their social media. So it provided the attendees an example of essentially why they were chosen to be the Member Retention Program of the Year. And so from there, we had them go into breakout tables, or in this case, breakout rooms, where they would then have a general discussion about the organization and setting goals for retaining their members. And in person, we typically have them grouped by category, and we can probably do that too in a Zoom setting as well. So that way they're talking with similar organizations, or you can have them mix with whoever they want to get connected with too. And then they'll speak out to the larger group, come back again for discussion number 2. This one focused on some strategies that they use to recruit and retain members and how effective it's been. So this is where they're exchanging, things that are working, things that have not been working, and they're kind of giving each other advice. So that's really a great opportunity to exchange that, share it out to the larger group so that way folks can hear in a larger setting. And then go back to the small group discussion for advice for new organizations about do's or don'ts or things that they've learned that they would want to share with a new organization moving forward. And then at the end we have a big conclusion for the orgs to consider how can us as a department support in their retention goals. And this is a great way for us to get feedback as a department to understand what their needs are, and some of it is pretty doable and we could work with them to improve certain processes or something that we can work on in the future. So this is kind of a general overview of an example of one of the topics that we posted in the past.
Yeah, so that concludes our presentation. It was really brief, but we would love to talk to you at our live Q&A session. If you can't attend our live session, feel free to reach out to Angie and I. Our emails are on the screen, and we'd be happy to chat about this program.
Thanks for tuning in to the Student Organization Summit. If you're watching this live, feel free to reference the schedule for the day and use the link in the schedule to access a Q&A room where you can ask questions or chat with the presenters from this workshop. If they didn't list a Q&A link, or you're watching this video after the event, thank you for your interest in the Student Organization Summit.